Before the world saw a tower, Dubai prepared a foundation in the sand. This site would become the vertical center of a new downtown. The design began with 3 wings, locked around a powerful central core. Its geometry drew inspiration from a desert flower and Islamic patterns. The stepped form would help the tower confuse the wind as it climbed. More than appearance, the shape was engineered to survive height. Before excavation, the team planned every path for machines, people, and concrete. The first visible step was to turn open desert into a controlled work site. The ground had to be understood before it could carry the tallest tower on Earth. Precision began at ground level, with every access fixed before construction rose. Excavation opened the desert floor for a foundation of extraordinary scale. The site became a city of machines before the tower even appeared. At the center, crews prepared the heart of the tower's structural system. Small errors at the bottom would multiply hundreds of meters above. Work continued through the night to control heat and protect the schedule. Deep piles carried the future load below the shifting surface. Steel cages reinforced the piles before concrete locked them underground. Each pile had to be poured steadily without interruption. Quality control followed every batch, because the tower depended on material certainty. Below the visible tower, a hidden forest of piles spread the load. Waterproofing protected the foundation from aggressive ground conditions. The raft began as a massive steel skeleton spread across the pit. The core zone received the heaviest reinforcement, ready for the highest forces. Before concrete arrived, every hidden detail had to be approved. The raft foundation was poured as carefully controlled concrete operation. Vibration removed trapped air and helped the concrete become one solid mass. In Dubai's, heat curing was as important as placing the concrete. The tower's final geometry was already written into the foundation. From this steel, the central core began its climb. Climbing formwork turned repetition into vertical speed. The core walls were cast again and again, floor by floor. The wings tied the tower back to its central spine. By 2005, the tower finally began to show itself above ground. The cranes grew with the building, becoming machines in the sky. The rhythm was simple, but the scale was unprecedented. Every morning, the city looked a little smaller from the deck. The buttressed core gave the tower strength against gravity and wind. Each wing worked like a buttress, stiffening the whole tower. Concrete had to travel upward, farther than on any ordinary building. Behind each core was a chain of timing, pressure and temperature control. As the floors rose, the work site became a high-altitude environment. At this height, safety systems were part of every movement. Mechanical floors broke the climb and supported the tower's life systems. Every piece of steel arrived by a carefully choreographed vertical lift. The tower was built alongside a new downtown around it. By level 50, the three-wing plan was unmistakable. The setback started to twist the tower away from the wind. Vertical alignment was constantly checked as the height increased. Future apartments were still raw concrete frames open to the sky. Night pours helped the team manage Dubai's extreme heat. Each setback changed the tower's profile and disrupted wind patterns. From the ground, the tower began to vanish into heat and dust. Thousands of workers traveled upward every day to keep the tower moving. Behind the record was human endurance in desert conditions. The core led the climb with floors following around it. Self-climbing systems reduced dependence on cranes for the core. At 100 floors, the tower had already changed Dubai's skyline. The fire stairs were cast into the concrete heart of the building. Before the glass, the tower was a pure concrete skeleton. The facade arrived as thousands of unitized glass and aluminum panels. Each panel would turn exposed structure into a finished skin. The glass skin began at lower levels and climbed after the structure. The reflective coating helped manage the intense desert sun. For a time, Burj Khalifa was half structure and half finished architecture. The facade crews worked with precision even under night lighting. In 2007, the rising tower passed the height of Taipei 101. Concrete was pushed upward to a record height of about 600 meters. At extreme height, even a concrete pour became a precision operation. A record pour was confirmed quietly through data and discipline. The setbacks made the wind lose its rhythm around the tower. By this stage, Burj Khalifa became the tallest structure under construction. The observation deck was still a construction floor, with an unmatched view. Mechanical floors distributed the systems that would keep the tower alive. Every piece of equipment had to travel through a vertical supply chain. Water systems had to overcome the height of a super tall building. The elevator system became the tower's internal transportation network. Inside the core, vertical shafts stretched farther than most buildings are tall. Protected refuge floors formed part of the tower's life safety strategy. The facade rose behind the structure like a second construction wave. Every panel needed finishing before the tower could reflect the city. At the base, the public realm was being built around the tower. The podium organized the tower's hotel, residence and office entrances. Luxury interiors began as the same disciplined sequence of systems and surfaces. The interior palette balanced polished, modern materials with regional refinement. At the lobby, construction shifted from mass and force to millimeters and finish. The tower now pierced the skyline at a scale Dubai had never seen. Near the summit, the structure transitioned from concrete to steel. The spire was fabricated as a structure in its own right. Instead of simply lifting from outside, major spire sections moved from within. Hydraulic systems pushed the spire into its final position. When the spire appeared, the final silhouette became unmistakable. At the top, every connection had to be secured against height and weather. The completed height required systems visible even to aircraft. The tower had reached its final height of 828 meters. The cladding continued upward until the concrete and steel disappeared behind glass. The skin had to resist heat, movement, and water at extreme height. Even maintenance had to be engineered for a tower of this scale. Thanks. Inside the tower, raw concrete floors became private residences. Public spaces demanded the same precision as the structure above. Cooling systems were vital in the desert climate of Dubai. Even condensation from cooling was captured for practical reuse. The tower's electrical systems were checked circuit by circuit. Life safety systems were tested before people could occupy the tower. Pressurized stairs helped keep escape routes protected from smoke. The elevators turn extreme height into daily movement. The view that began as a construction risk became a public experience. High above the city, hospital spaces took shape inside the structure. The upper floors became premium workspaces in the sky. At this height, the scale of the tower became almost difficult to comprehend. At ground level, the site transformed from work zone to public destination. The fountain and the tower were prepared as one urban spectacle. By sunset, the glass turned the tower into a mirror of Dubai's sky. As the machines departed, the construction site became a landmark. Human scale nearly disappeared against the finished height. Before opening night, the tower rehearsed its own light. The lobby presented the tower's engineering as refined public space. Construction ended when the building could finally be operated. From here, the tower systems could be watched in real time. The finished tower now anchored Dubai's modern skyline. On the eve of opening, the city gathered around its new symbol. Residents and visitors came to witness the moment. Dubai revealed its tower. For a few seconds, the tallest tower in the world stood almost silent. On January 4, 2020, the tower opened as Burj Khalifa. The opening transformed 6 years of construction into a public celebration. The light show traced the geometry that made the tower possible. The tower's image spread across the water at its base. For the people below, from every angle, the tower redefined the scale of Dubai. Its height was built from thousands of precise decisions, hidden and visible. From desert foundation to the sky, Burj Khalifa became a measure of human ambition.